Hello, hello. We are back with RYB. We're doing the blue one now. We just finished the red and the yellow one, so let's move on. See if I remember what's going on here. I forgot it was so loud. Oh, and one of these has to be yellow. Oh, that's what the dots mean. I saw this when I was making the, what are they called? The thumbnail. I saw this and I was like, what the heck does this mean? Okay. Has to be 3 blue ones. Well, if that's the case, then this has to be blue. And this has to be blue. And this has to be blue. And that tells me that these are red and these are yellow. Okay, okay. Oh, it kind of looks like an animal. Like he's like, yeah, he's got his like legs kicked out. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute, guys. Okay. Let's think about the blue ones. Right? Because these have to be red or yellow. These have to be red or yellow. And these have to be red or yellow. So the blue ones have to be these ones. Fantastic. Let's see. If this one was red to fulfill this requirement, this one could be red and then these could be yellow. And then this could be yellow and this could be red. And then this could be red and this could be yellow. I hate you. That's my problem with some of these is like there's 2 answers. Okay. But we know that has to be yellow now. Oh, no, it couldn't be because there's only so many yellows. I see. Because now I only have 1 more yellow, so this has to be yellow to fulfill both of those requirements, which means that the rest of these are red. Okie dokie. I need this over here, please. There's only 1 red, or there's 1 more red. I think this means there's 1 more red. There is only 2 blues. So that means that this one and, well, not that one has to be blue, but that one has to be blue because it's touching this one, which means that this or this has to be red. There's only 1 and yes, so that has to be red. Great. We know this one's not blue. So one of these 3 are blue. You're touching your blue. You are not touching a blue. And you need to touch 2 blues. So then I think that means this one's blue. And the rest are yellow. Fantastic. You know, they described this game, or like in its description, they described this game as minesweeper, which I was never good at. I didn't really understand. I'm seeing now how it's kind of like minesweeper, and I'm also thinking, maybe I like minesweeper? Maybe I should try again now that I'm older and not stupid. You're not stupid when you're a child. You're just naive. Okay. There are 3 sides. Although this one being red, this middle one being red, would mean that all of those ones that are touching red would have a red. Yeah, I think that's the answer. I think this one's red. I think these are red. And then I think everything else is yellow. Boop. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3 slots that you can touch. I think this one might have to be yellow. in order to, because there's only 3 yellows. Because that would be 1. This would be 2. But then this one, then it would have to be this one. So maybe that's not right. It could be red, and then these 2 are yellow. I think this one's red. Oh, okay, it's yellow. Never mind. Well, then this one can't be yellow. Has to be red. So this one has to be yellow. So then this one is only touching 2 other things. So these have to be red. And then you have to be red. And you have to be red. And then there's a yellow. I was like, what? The circles on the side tell me the rest of that equation. Okay, okay. They're getting more complicated. I don't know if I can keep doing it, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Okay, oh no. Okay, are you touching 4 things? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are touching 4 things. You need to have 2 yellows and 2 reds. Are you touching 3 things? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. And you're touching on this one. Okay. So 2 of these need to be red, and 1 of them needs to be yellow. Yes. But then we have this one. Who's touching all those? So if this one's yellow, and those 2 are red, then this one has to be yellow. Which I think satisfies the thing. Okay. But that also means that this and this is red. Okay. And I think that means that this and this is red. Okay. So now you're doing all your stuff and you're doing all your stuff. So now it's these that we need to talk about. I need 2 yellows and 1 red. I think that works out. Wait, how do I get the other red then? Wait, how do I get the other red? Oh, it's yellow and yellow. And then red and red. Yeah. You can do the math. Don't I don't know, my brain just said that was how it goes. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the same one. You can figure it out for yourself though. Let's do this one first because it originally showed up that way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's start with the squares then. That might be easier. Let's start with this one. 3 of these need to be red and 1 needs to be yellow. Honestly, making this one yellow, okay. Making that one yellow made sense to me, but that's fine. That means that this one, and this one have to be these have to be these colors. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. I was not paying attention. You have your 2 reds. Now you need 2 more. Let's start down here. This has to go like this. And this has to go like this. Okay, now we're looking at the insides. You need 1, 2, 3. So you need one more red to be happy. You need one more yellow to be happy. I'm not getting any kind of anything from anyone else. Does it matter? Is it going to pull up a it don't matter? Because it would be... Oh no, it matters. It mattered for this one, but not really for that one. I don't think. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, I don't like the shape of this one. I don't know, but it's confusing my brain already. So you're touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yikes. You're touching 1, 2, 3, 4. So these might be a little easier. There's only 2 blues. So I'm thinking these are blue. And I'm thinking this one is red. But I have 3 reds for some reason. Interesting. But if that's the case... Oh, but I need the yellows. Because you're touching a blue, so this, or this needs to be yellow. I only have 2 yellows. You need to touch 2 yellows. So do you, though. So do you, though. So do you, though. Hold on. I can do it. I can do it. Just shh. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. I got this. I got this. Hold on. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm not thinking very well, but I'm thinking. Oh, you need to touch a yellow. Too many people need to touch yellow. Okay. Let's say this one's yellow. That would fulfill this requirement and this requirement. Do you think it's these 2 are yellow? Because then he's touching yellow, then he's touching yellow? Okay, it was. And then these are red. Okay. Oh, it's stairs. Or the other way. I can see it the other way. Hold on. Flip it. Nope, I can't see it the other way. I only see stairs. Where like this is like the up part of the stair, and then this is the part you walk on. See? You see it's stairs? Yeah? Okay. Stop thinking about the stairs. Think about the mission. There's 2 blue ones here, which is interesting. And we have red and yellow. Red and yellow. And 2 blue ones. How am I gonna get the blue ones? Because one of these has to be red, one of these has to be yellow. If this one's yellow, then this one has to be red. Which means this one has to be yellow, which means this one has to be red. And then there's 2 blue ones. Red, yellow. Oh, there's only 2 yellows. There's only 2 yellows. So it has to be this one and this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red, red, red. for sure. What do you mean? This one has to be blue. This one has to be blue. And these have to be red. It's no big deal. I'm just a genius. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm just a genius. Yikes. Okay. Yikes. This one, like, you know how we saw the stairs last time? This one I see as like a pit. It's like you could fall into that. Like this is the tallest lip, and then this is like lower, and then lower. I guess you could do it the other way. It's kind of like an elevation map, if you've ever seen one of those. Okay. One of these two is yellow. Okay, one of these two is yellow. If that is the case, then like let's say this is yellow, and then this would have to be red, and then this could also be yellow, I guess. Let's just start by saying this one's yellow. Okay. Now it's touching. Does this count as touching? What do you think? I feel like that counts as... I feel like it doesn't count as touching. I think these are touching. So... blue? Maybe? Maybe all this is blue? But then you also need to touch a yellow and you need to touch a red. There's only two reds. Okay, there's only two reds. And they need to touch red too. So I think then that tells me that this has to be red. This one can't be red then, because this is touching this. In fact, it has to be blue, because this one needs to be touching something blue. What? Oh, it touches here too, babes. Ya ding dong. Ya ding dong. I think this one has to be yellow too, because it's the only other corner on that guy. Are you getting both of your yellows fulfilled? I don't think so. And you're not getting your red fulfilled. Oh, snap. Okay, it was the opposite of what my brain said. Okay, I'm getting very lucky. All my mistakes are happening at the end. Or are informing other decisions. Okay. One of these two has to be red. One, two, three, four. There's multiple reds. Oh, I think the blues are going to be easier to solve since there's so many that have to be blue. Because you need two blues. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, there's going to be a spot for all of them. Like, I think this one has to be blue. Oops. Okay, then this one has to be blue. Okay. Well. And then this one has to be blue because it has to touch these. And then this one gets 2 blues. So any of these two could be blue. Let's try yellow now. I think it's going to be the opposite of that one. And then same here. Could be blue. So then I guess this one's yellow. Okay, so then these are red. So then this is red. So then this is red. So then these are yellow. So then these are blue. So then this is red. This one is a robot, by the way. He's got really big legs. Okay. Ooh, something about this one. Down here, I don't know, my eyes are like freaking out. They're like, that's purple. It's not purple. I'm colorblind, I guess. Okay. One of these is red and one of these is blue. Well, this one says one of them is blue, so I'm gonna say this one's blue, which means this one's red. Okay. Okay. What's next? What's next? I think this one could be yellow because you need a yellow requirement. Okay. Could go either way on which one's red or which one's blue. And if I thought about it a little bit longer, it probably would be easier, but then this one is also yellow. And you're touching 2 yellows, it says. So then these are yellow. Okay. And then you're touching a yellow. So the last yellow is going to be one of these 3. But you need to touch 2 reds, so this one has to be red. Great. This one or this one could be red. It can't be this one because we've already refilled that one, so this one's red. I forgot that one wasn't colored. Okay, and then you need to touch 2 reds. There's your 1 red. So then I think your other red is going to be this one, which means this one's blue. Okay. And this one's red because it's the other red. And you're touching 2 reds, so that's going to be this one and this one. And you're touching 2 blues, and so then you're yellow, so then you're blue. That's pretty. That could be modern art. Okie dokie. Oh, this one kind of looks like cars, like a roundabout. Oh, and it looks tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it only has 5 sides. I don't know why I whisper counted, but I did. Let's start up here. Looking for the ones they have in common. So like you need to touch 1 blue. And I only have 4 blues. You need to touch 2 blues and you need to touch 2 blues. And you need to touch a blue. So I think this would be a good spot for a blue. Because it touches 2 of them at the same time. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't have a color picked. That would explain. That would explain. You need to touch a yellow now, and this is your only choice. And then you need to touch a red, and this is your only choice. And then you need to touch a blue, and this is your only choice. And then you need to touch a yellow. So forth and so forth until we finish. Okay. Now, you need to touch 3 reds. So you have to be red and you have to be red. Check. And we fulfilled your requirements. Okay. You need to touch 2 blues. So I think you have to be blue. You are touching 2 blues. Great. You need to touch 2 yellows. Okay, any of these could be yellow. You're touching your red, you're touching your blue. You're touching your blue, you're touching your blue. Okay, I think that's the last bit of help I'm gonna get. This one could be helpful. Okay. I think this one's yellow. Okay. Then this one's yellow. Are you touching? Okay, you're touching a red. You're touching 2 yellows. You're touching 1 blue, so this one's blue. Okay. Then you're touching 2 blues. You're touching a yellow. This one's red. Done. Okay. Are you touching 2 yellows? No. So this one's yellow. So then these are red. We did it! We did it. Bonk. Oof, that took 25 minutes just to do that one. We're gonna go ahead and call it here on that because I have a feeling that orange is gonna be harder than blue. So thank you for watching. This is much more fun for me anyway than Minesweeper was, but I am tempted to play it, so maybe that'll show up on the channel sometime soon. Whatevers. You know, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that make a YouTuber happy, but also you don't have to if you don't want to. Just, you know, live your life, have a good time. That's all I really ask of you. Enjoy yourself. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.